Hi Sagittarius. So we're going to get some messages from your spirit guides today, but before I get started with that, as I was preparing my space and doing my clearing ritual and my prayers, some things were happening to me where I feel like what they're doing is trying to tell me a message about what you might be experiencing or what you might be going through. I feel like for some of you, you might be having a problem where you're getting really negative thoughts, maybe out of the blue. And I feel like this could be, I don't want to use the word attack because that sounds scary. I don't think it's something you should be scared about. I just think it's something you should be aware of, that it's either, it could be just lower entities trying to put these negative thoughts into your head, or it could even be your own shadow side, you know, your ego putting negative thoughts into your head. So they're trying to talk you out of doing something you're supposed to be doing, or just trying to bring your mood down. So be careful about allowing these negative thoughts to give them credence, to give them, to allow them to influence you. Whenever you get a negative thought, just try to replace it with a positive one and tell yourself, no, that's just, you know, my head taking over, or, you know, maybe it is a bit of a negative entity that's trying to put these thoughts into your head. Again, I don't tell you that to scare you. I don't think it's something you need to be scared of because you have control. It's your mind. You have control over it. But just if it happens, you know, shine that light at it and say, whoa, no, you don't get to control my thoughts. This is, you know, I'm recognizing that this is not my thought, or this is an improper thought, and I'm going to change it. So whether it's coming from deep inside of you, your shadow self, or something affecting you, maybe even clear your energy just in case that is the case. But again, I don't tell you it to scare you. I don't think it's something you need to be scared of because you have control over it. To, you know, at a greater level, you have control. You can clear your energy and send it away. You can say, no, I will not accept the thought you're putting into my head. So this is just so you can become aware of it. When you have these negative thoughts, just change the conversation. You have control over it. It's your head. So before we get started, I won't be surprised if that comes out in this reading. Something about changing negative thoughts, because that was just coming to me before I got started. Okay, so the first card out, and I want to use the book. I can read the keywords here and everything, but I just think using the book sometimes adds to the message, expands the message, elaborates on it. So we have the Knight of Fire, the Knight of Wands. Yes, somebody's coming in to save the day. It says, here I come to save the day, okay? You or your situation. The Knight of Fire is the action that comes immediately following the inspiration of the Page of Fire. The time has come to act, and to act swiftly. Sure, you'll give some thought to what's next, but you won't linger too long. So they're telling you that you shouldn't linger too long here. But you should give it some thought. Just don't, you know, sit there and worry about it too long. So give it a little bit of thought, but don't get stuck on the decision. Who has time to sit around and chat? You can tell people with a wink and a smile. You completely trust your instincts, and moss certainly doesn't grow under your feet. Your feelings are probably more insightful than your intellect right now, so you rely heavily on them. Again, you know, and maybe that's what I was thinking or feeling before we started the reading, was like your brain might be trying to take over. So really you need to be kind of focusing on using your intuition, trusting your intuition right now. Because your brain might be trying to talk you out of something. That might be the ego. So there's something you're going to need to take action on, or somebody is going to be coming in and taking action toward you. Should there be a need to multitask, that's not a problem. You can ride to the rescue, save the day, and make toast all at the same time. So you might be the one riding to the rescue, or there might be somebody else coming in wanting to come to your rescue. Hey, you've got this. You have every confidence that you'll succeed. But if everything goes wrong, you just pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and start again. Get back on that horse. See, he's riding a horse. Oh, and of course, you're always smiling for the camera because people are watching you with excitement and anticipation. Why wouldn't they be? Okay, so you might have, whatever this is, if this is you, this might be you following your passion here, because fire is passion. It's very passionate energy. It could be you trying to rush in passionately towards somebody, or it could be them rushing in towards you. So make sure your camera ready. You might be on film or take pictures taken of you while you do this somehow, some way. Okay. Words of awareness. Would it kill you to have a backup plan? How about just a plan at all? Beware of hasty assumptions and don't judge others too quickly. Don't be reckless. As with the Page of Fire, it would be super cool if you'd follow the project through to the end, if that's not too much to ask. So this probably is, given this definition and the fact that I decided to read the definition, which I don't do very often, I feel like this could be you following your passion, some kind of passion project. Because the keywords here are passionate, confident, charismatic, and restless. So it might be something you're feeling like restless about and you want to hurry up and do. It's talking about events that require immediate action and to trust your instincts, your intuition, to stay focused. Could be a passionate relationship. So at this point, I don't know if we're talking career or love. We will try to get some clarification on that. Let's just keep reading this card though. If it's other people, it could be somebody who's passionate, adventurous, charming, confident, enthusiastic, courageous, charismatic, dynamic, spontaneous, daring, exuberant, sexy, arrogant. Oh, so here we're getting to the negative, the shadow side. Arrogant, braggart, so somebody who brags a lot, somebody who's restless, who's maybe even exhausting. So first of all, you can start by taking maybe what resonates with you, but we're also going to try to get some clarification on what this is. You know, is this love or is this you following your passion? Additional meanings of this card: a passionate love affair, somebody traveling, moving, or relocating. So it could be somebody traveling to you. It could be you traveling to someone else or moving, relocating. It could be an emergency. Spirit just decided to beep at that. So that's probably a confirmation of something having to do with travel. So there's definitely, you might travel or move or relocate due to you following your passion, something you're passionate about. Maybe you're passionate about a certain place to live, or they might be traveling to you. Not very often that my computer over here, this one beeps. The one on the left beeps a lot, but this one doesn't beep a lot. So definitely there's something here with travel for some of you, where somebody's going to be traveling to you, moving or relocating, or vice versa. And it also could be they feel like it's an emergency. They might, so if we're talking a love affair, it's probably somebody who feels like they're losing you and that they need to hurry and get to you. They're feeling restless. They're feeling like, I need to charge in and save the day, save this relationship. We have brainstorming and inspiring others. So if this is a career, this is your passionate, you might be somebody who's inspiring to others, or this might be somebody who's inspiring to others coming in towards you. Okay, so let's try to get some clarification on that and figure out, what is this, love or is this money? Is there a card here that will tell me? You know what, actually I have a, well, I'll use this deck. Is this love or money? Is there a card here that can tell me if this is love or career? So what kind of passion are we talking about here? Okay, we get quite a few cards. This one definitely wanted to come out. The Moon, Release, the Hermit. Okay. I think this is probably love. It doesn't have to be at this point, but because we got the Queen of Cups, this card says relationships develop to a new level, trust your intuition, and care for yourself and others. So be tender-hearted, empathetic, patient, and loving. So you might have this Knight of Wands coming in. He might be charging in. Now, sometimes with this card, he rushes in, but sometimes he rushes out just as quickly because he rushes in because he feels like he's losing you. He feels this intense passion, but then he gets scared and runs away. It doesn't have to be that way, but that is something that sometimes is part of my definition. We'll see if I feel that based on the cards that come out. We have important psychic insights here. We have trust your intuition here. We have spend time in quiet meditation to get self-discovery with the Hermit. And then this card over here says trust your instincts. So there's huge, huge energy just on the cards coming out so far. And the Moon card is take time to meditate on it, because by doing so, you're going to get those psychic insights. You're going to get clarity. You're going to be able to see what's going on behind the scenes. Okay, so that's a lot of what the Moon card says. We have 2 9s here. So you are close to the end of a cycle with regard to this situation. I think this is probably love. I mean, the relationships that develop to a new level, I guess it could be relationships in your career. It's possible, but this just feels more like love. So this feels to me like somebody who is going to be rushing into you in a very passionate way. They might come off a little confident and maybe cocky because they're a very charismatic person, or that's the energy they're in, but they're also being restless. And they are going to come in feeling like we have to decide this now. They need an answer now. But you should think about it a little bit, but also trust your instincts, your intuition more than your head. Because like I said, the beginning of the reading, I felt like they were wanting me to tell you, if you get negative thoughts in your head, that might be an attack, or just even your shadow side just kind of taking over. So definitely trust your intuition here. But, so we've got somebody here who needs to go in hermit mode and spend time in quiet meditation, who will be going through this. This to me is like spiritual awakening energy, which comes out a lot in my readings, because my readings, spirit tends to make me focused on twin flames. So this is probably a twin flame reading. And with that storyline, twin flames have spiritual awakenings. The feminine has one first, and later on the masculine does. So I don't know if this is the masculine starting to wake up and realizing, oh shit, this person means a lot to me. This person, because while the feminine's awakening, the masculine is the matrix twin, is the one who's asleep to the connection. So it's almost like this person is waking up, because we have the Release card and it says the end of a phase or situation. And on either side of this Release card are 9s. 10 is the end of a cycle. 9 is you're almost there. So it's funny that these 2 cards are on either side of the Release card, that the keyword, the phrase here says the end of a phase or situation. It also says spiritual transformation, time to move on. So this person, somebody here, is going to be going in hermit mode. We have hermit over here. This card says spiritual transformation. And this card is talking about getting important insights, psychic insights about events behind the scenes, things that you can't see happening. But when you meditate, or when they meditate, this could be them. And then this card over here says spend time in quiet meditation. And it says spiritual teaching, self-discovery. So this person, whoever this person is, is going to be, this might be them trusting their instincts, feeling like, damn, I'm losing this person. I better rush in, right? And maybe both of you, but they do want you to be this Queen of Cups. So be patient. You know, this is a process. This doesn't happen overnight. And when the person rushes in, they might just be beginning their awakening. So they might not be fully awakened. They might still have a lot of work to do on themselves. So keep that in mind. They might be going through a spiritual transformation or just starting it. And that's why they're wanting to rush in, but maybe that's also why they might rush out. So there might be some more hot and cold behavior. So keep that in mind. But I do feel like they are going to be going through this soon, where they're going to be going in hermit mode and just really doing some soul searching here and learning a bunch of spiritual information, spiritual teachings, which helps to transform them. So that's we have spiritual transformation here. They're going to be going through this transformation that's being pushed and guided by the divine. So I feel like this is them going into this. And so we've got Archangel Haniel, Azrael, and Raziel helping with this transformation. If, you know, you can pray to them, this person will be working with them. But they want you, so with the Queen of Cups, it says a relationship developing to a new level. So I'm seeing here that we've got this person who is going to be waking up. He's going to be rushing in with a lot of passion. He might not show his feelings because there's no water in that card. It's all sand. This person might be traveling from an arid region, a sandy region, but probably not showing emotions. He does have a scarf on that's blue, so it's like the emotions might be there, but he might not be showing them. He has a feather that's very red and orange, so there's definitely a lot of passion. And he's going to be showing, and he's maybe being driven by what he feels is passion. What he's not realizing is there's emotions there as well. But he's going to be going in, his person, I say he, it could be a woman who's in masculine energy. It's just somebody who's in masculine energy who will be starting a transformation spiritually. But in order for them to do this, they are going to be releasing fears that hold them back. This could also be to you, that you need to release fears that hold you back. This could be you needing to meditate, you needing to go in hermit mode. But chances are, if you're the feminine, you've probably already done so. Maybe you need to do more of it. But they definitely will be. And again, since my computer beeped, yeah, we have brainstorming. This person's going to be brainstorming. Like, how do I come in? You know, they're just really going to be spending the time soul searching, coming up with answers, realizing that they need to move on from whatever happened in the past between the two of you. They need to not just move on, but they need to grow, learn and grow into a different person. This is a transformation, spiritual transformation. So it's going to end one phase and allow you guys to go into a new phase. So they're going to be learning things about themselves, which will in turn help them to grow emotionally and spiritually, which will change who they are. So if they were runner chaser in the past, and if there's still a little bit of that, eventually I think they're going to grow out of that. That's usually what my cards say about twin flames. And I think this is going to end up being a twin flame reading. Again, they're getting important psychic insights about what's going on, about who they are, who you guys are to each other. You know, if you're the feminine, everything you've been going through, they're going to start going through. And that's going to give them clarity just as it's given you clarity. And they're going to be releasing these fears that hold them back. So you, if you're the feminine, need to kind of remain tender-hearted, empathetic, patient, and loving. Why? Because look at what you've been through. Look how hard it was. You know, yes, feminines had to go first. It's not fair, whatever. They say that the masculines were doing the work in the physical realm, maybe even like with finances or whatever, and the feminines were doing the spiritual work first. So maybe it's going to be flipped now. Maybe now that we as feminines have done the spiritual work, now we're working on our coins, our money. Whereas now the masculines are going to be, you know, they maybe got themselves stable financially, and now they're going to be working on their spiritual sides. And then both are going to be once we've worked on ourselves, both parties can come together as whole, two wholes. And so we can be better for each other. It's actually a good thing in the end. But again, this says trust your intuition. So there's a need for you to trust your intuition and also this person. And it says care for yourself and others. So be this Queen of Cups and be very nurturing. She's also somebody who is very intuitive. So, you know, trust your intuition here, whatever your intuition is telling you. If this person rushes in and you feel like it's not time yet, you got to trust that. Even though you might want nothing more than to be with that person and be in their arms, I'm not sure if it's time yet. So let's keep pulling and find out. Okay, so I'm going to do one card really quick on what's the outcome when this person rushes in. Okay, well, we do have the Empress coming out. So this is a twin flame situation. The Divine Feminine needs to give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. So when this person rushes in, I don't know, you know, if you should allow them, if they're just coming in very sexual and not showing their emotions, it might be where you have to set boundaries, but you also have to be very nurturing. Okay, so keep that, because we have nurture yourself and others here and care for yourself and others with the card right next to it, right? So it's very important that you are taking care of yourself, learning how to love yourself, but also being tenderhearted and empathetic with this person, patient with this person. You're creating something very abundant. Give birth to your dreams. We also got the Six of Swords. Things are going to be looking up. The end of a difficult situation. We have the end of a phase or situation here. We have the end of a difficult situation here. Taking a trip. So we've got travel several times here. Somebody's going to be traveling to you, taking a trip. That could be, I mean, if it's not physical travel, which I think it is in this case for a lot of people, but it's at least metaphorical, like somebody moving to you. It could be taking a trip. It could be moving. Things are looking up. You're going to be ending a difficult situation if you heed Spirit's advice and try to remain tenderhearted. Now, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't set boundaries with this person, but you can do so in a loving way, in a kind way, if they're not showing the emotions that you need, if they're just starting to wake up, because look at what is going to happen long term. We also have Three of Cups, celebration, a wedding, graduation, or birth announcement, the need to have more fun. So you and this person need to have fun together. You need to lighten the mood a little bit. But if you follow Spirit's advice, the energy is currently going towards the damn Sun. All right. People believe this is the happiest card in the deck, the Sun. 19, 1 and 9 is what? 10. 10 is the end of a cycle. So we have a lot of heavy energy here about this being the end of a cycle for you and this person, and a happy outcome. Brilliant new ideas that lead to success. So this is somebody here meditating and getting these brilliant psychic ideas, these, you know, Spirit popping these ideas into their head or your head, and it's going to lead to success here. Have confidence in yourself. Now, for some of you, I guess this could, if you feel like you're not a twin flame, or I don't know, I mean, this could be you being passionate about your career and you meditating on it and getting brilliant ideas, and then you giving birth to your dreams, maybe some kind of soul purpose, being this earth angel and needing to care and nurture for other people. Maybe you're some kind of a spiritual counselor or something, and ending a difficult situation with this career and giving you, you know, all this happiness and success, and to be confident in yourself. That could be, it could be both messages here. You're going to have to use your intuition on that. But I was feeling more, definitely a lot of fire, you know, and that's your fire sign, Sagittarius. And when I look at your card here, the Sagittarius card, look at all that, you know, fire behind you. So definitely a lot of passion here, whether this is love or you just following your passion. But whatever the case is, it's going to come to an end of a difficult cycle. There's a need for you to trust your intuition, to go in hermit mode, to meditate on it. This might be them meditating as well, but I think just in case, you should be doing the same thing here. I think it's always good to meditate and just follow your intuition, because you do get those insights from the divine by quieting your mind, right? And we have trust your intuition so much here. Like this card is trust your instincts. This card is important psychic insights. This is, well, this is spiritual transformation, but this one is meditating and getting self-discovery. Trust your intuition here. You know, so there's a lot of trust your intuition in this reading. There's a lot of care for yourself and nurture other people. So this could be both too. This could also be, because a lot of my readings, I feel like, are saying that the divine feminine and the masculine should start their light work, following their passion. And by doing that, this accelerates the union, the reunion. So this could be both. I could read this both ways, but I definitely feel like it's probably the love as well. I definitely feel like this is a twin flame reading because we do have an Empress card here, but I could go either way with this on whether they were talking about the career or the love. So that's what I have long term. Now I'm going to go into a bonus extended for my patrons. And in the bonus extended, we're going to look at short term. We're going to look at what's going to happen in this situation in the next 6 months to a year sooner. We will try to get a little bit of like clarification. Is this career? Is this love? Is it both? What's going to be rushing in here? What do you need to, it says stay focused. So if you are working on a career, you need to stay focused. But I just want to try to clarify a little bit more and find out if this is love, career, and we're going to find out what pitfalls might come up. Because so far, this isn't, there's nothing here about setting your boundaries, walking away. So this could be career, I guess. Or it could be time when they rush in. Maybe it's time to accept them. Usually these readings go the other way, and it says when they rush in like that Knight of Wands, it's not time to accept them yet. But this one's saying to nurture them. So if we're talking love, I just want to make sure that I'm giving you guys the right message here. So in the bonus extended, we're really going to dive into that. If you don't make it to the bonus extended, then know that you're going to have to trust your instincts on whether it's time for when they rush in, if this is love, whether it's time for you to accept them or not. But I do see you guys ending this cycle in the long term. Now, this could be 20 years from now for all I know. So we're going to go into the bonus extended and ask what's going to happen in the next 6 months to a year or sooner, and just get a lot more information for you, a lot of advice on how you can make sure it comes in quicker, faster, smoother, whatever. And so we're just going to get a lot of more advice for you on how to make this situation better. So if you want to watch the bonus extended, go down below, click the link. If you want a personal reading, my link is also down below. It's www.bossasswitch1111.com. So before I go, be sure to like the video, comment down below if you think this is for you, if you were meant to see this. If you made it here, you probably are, but I just like to know who I'm reading for and like to get your feedback on the reading. So thank you so much for that. And of course, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. You do not want to miss these details from Spirit, because they're trying to guide you to your freaking sun, to your happiness. Okay, and in this card, I do see sunflower, so that can mean creativity. So we could be talking about your soul's purpose here, but let's find out now by digging in the bonus extended. Meet me there.